Yo, what is up, guys? I'm here today with a review to Hunter x Hunter episode 146. Oh my gosh, the feels in this episode. You know, I never really did a review before to Hunter x Hunter. I just finished my live reaction. The link would be in the description if you guys want to watch it. And you know, this is quite different from a live reaction because now this is me giving you my opinions on the episode after watching the episode, putting everything together. And basically, when I do reactions, I don't really say much that goes down in the episode, which I regret because sometimes people tend to think like I didn't get what happened in the episode or anything of that sort. So now I'm gonna talk about the episode. So basically in this episode, we see Killua and Gon's family lifestyle. Now first we have it with Gon and Jing. And you know, Gon sees Jing. I was so happy. I'm like, yes, the goal is there. We did it. We reached the milestone. Jing, give him a hug, kiss his cheek. Let's do something. You know, let's be happy. And you know what happens? Gon's running to Jing. And Jing, this is exactly what happens. Yo, what? Your son? This is your freaking son. Be like something like, hey, son. Damn. You know, while they were talking, he never said son once. Jing is the worst father in the world. Completely terrible father. I don't know what to say about him. He's a terrible dad. And you know, even though he's such a bad dad, I cannot take the fact that I like him so much. I like him. Now, look. I feel like it's like with Jing, you know, he cares about Gon. We cannot take that out. I can't take that out of my mind because I know Jing down below, he cares about Gon. He really cares about Gon. I know that. And you know, when it got to the point where, you know, Gon basically, the first thing Gon said to Jing was apologizing and stuff. You know, I thought it would be more like, hey, you know, let's celebrate, you know, something like good, but it wasn't. He was apologizing for Kaito. Like now Kaito's in like the girl's body, like the baby's body and shit, apologizing. He said like it should have been me. And right when Jing hears that, he's like tells Gon, stop it, like, you know, don't blame yourself right there, like basically telling him it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself for stuff like that. If you want to blame yourself for something, blame it for like something that's reasonable. And he tells Gon, Kaido brought you because he thought you were strong enough. The problem with that was you weren't as strong. So basically it's saying like he brought you because he thought you were strong, but you weren't as experienced. So it's like, alright, you're telling him this. And then he tells Gon, apologize to Kaido. Then he goes down to say like, and if you're gonna make a promise, like making promises, apologizing and making promises, right? You make a promise to make things differently next time. So I'm not gonna lie, words of wisdom on his hands. And the one thing that really got me throughout this episode was the crowd's reaction. They're like, isn't that your son? You know, they were just like me. I'm not gonna lie. Because watching this episode, I'm like, oh yeah? Oh, that's all you gotta say. This is your son. You know, the crowd was just amazing. I feel like they made the episode more funny, more enjoyable, just having them like with their outbursts and everything. And then you have Jing like, oh yeah, I'll take you guys on and everything. I'm like, no, he's a Zodiac. It was just too good. It was just too good. And yo, Pariston, troll. He makes Isaiah look bad. This dude is a troll on every level. He's that kid who plays Call of Duty Black Ops, right? And you think he sucks. Then next year, boom, he destroys you all. He destroys you all. He's a troll on every way. So Gon comes down. Pariston asks Gon, who do you want to be chairman? And Gon had said Leorio. Leorio would have won because most votes would have shifted his way. But you know what Gon does? I mean, I knew from the get-go that Gon was gonna do something like this. I just knew it because Gon's character, the way his character acts and how he sees things through a different light than most characters is, you know, you can understand Gon as a character and how complex he can be at times. I knew Gon was gonna pick Pariston. I mean, not 100%, but I had a feeling. And he points at Pariston and he says, he wants to make you chairman. Now I was like, come on, Leorio's your boy. You don't want Leorio to be chairman. That's your boy, come on. And the way Gon goes out, he explains things so perfectly. He picked Pariston to be chairman because he knows Leorio wants to be a doctor and he was keeping his friend's goals in mind. And it just shows you their friendship, how everything works out. Leorio, Kurapika, Gon, Killua, they're just such great friends. I love them. I just want to give them all hugs. What's wrong with me and giving hugs today? I don't know, guys, but you know, they're just such great friends. And you know, you never come across friends like that nowadays. Come on, you know, you don't come across friends like that. And it was just so amazing. And I kind of thought to a point, Pearson was shocked, but I know deep down inside, this dude was like, yeah, this is exactly my plan, right? Then he does the BS, the biggest BS move you can ever do. All right, guys, I'm chairman, right? Okay. But you know what? I make Chudo. I don't really know her name like that. I'm sorry if I'm butchering her name. The dog lady, right? The dog girl, the dog lady, whatever. He makes her vice chairman. And you know what he says? I resign from chairman. What? Why were we doing this shit then, bro? And it just goes to show you what they said about him. He doesn't want to win and he doesn't want to lose. He didn't win, he didn't lose. Bam! It just all canceled out with each other. Biggest troll ever. I'm like, what? How can you do that? How can you do that? Oh. And you know, to a point when he's talking to Chudle, I'm just gonna call her the dog lady. I'm sorry, guys, I don't want to butcher her name, but the dog lady, when he's talking to her, you can see that he actually says like he, you know, like he was having fun back then. And you know, like it shows you like he feels some type of way, like he's sad Netero is gone, and it's like he's wiping tears and stuff like that. So it shows you Pearson has a heart. I mean, at least that's what it showed me. Like, all right, he has a heart, and there was more with Netero. Like, he really enjoyed his time there. Now, this line that he brings up, this really right here, it was like, oh my gosh, right? This right here. He says this, wait, I'm not gonna say the exact line because I don't have it like right here to remember, but he says, okay, you could be the chairman, but if the Hunter Association or anything becomes boring, I'm going to be toying with you. Now, I don't know if he's saying like, oh, I'm gonna make things crazy over here, like I'm gonna turn this place up or some shit like that, or like, I'm gonna kill you. I don't know if it's between those lines, but he said some shit, and as soon as I heard it, I was just like, uh-oh. And the way he stared at her, like he was looking through her soul. Overall, seeing everything there was amazing. And now Jing also tells us something important. So Jing tells us that with Kaido, there's something around his slot weapon, his power. There's a point where, let's say his will is so strong that he doesn't want to die, it could stop him from dying. I don't know if I explained it perfectly, but it's like it could keep him alive or something of that sort. Now, I don't know how that shit works out, because he was devoured by the Chimera Ant Queen. That's exactly how he became the little girl, right? So I don't know how it works out in general, like 100%, but if you guys can explain it to me, please let me know. His power could stop him from dying and keep him still over there or some shit like that. I'm sorry, guys. That was the only thing that I was kind of confused about, hearing about his power. But overall, the scenes with Jing and Gon, Jing, you're a terrible dad. Gon, you're the man. Leorio, come on, you're my boy. Pearson, you see, with Pearson, I can't hate him. You just gotta love him. You cannot hate this dude. The mind games, the puppeteer. I think I made up a word, puppeteer. I don't know if that's a word, but all the crazy thing. I don't know why I'm talking so fast, but he does so many crazy things. And now let's go on to Killua. Now this is where shit gets real. This is where everything is emotional. I mean, with Gon it was emotional, and it shows you like his goal has been reached. This makes me feel like Hunter x Hunter is over, cause look, he found his dad. There was nothing else he has to do. That was the, you know, the plan from the first episode. I want to find my dad. And boom, we found him. We saw him. And hopefully we talk after. But I don't know. But now let's move on to Killua. Let's move on to them, right? Killua. First you see Illumi coming in like a boss. Oh my, I don't know, like he goes in and he just kills two dudes right there. I don't know what he did. Two dudes just fall in there dead. He goes in like a savage. He goes in the building. I'm like, oh shit. And it's like, while we see Illumi thinking, this is exactly what comes up in his mind. If he wants to control something, Aluka, he would have to control Killua to control Aluka. So it's like, that's how he's looking at things now. If he gets control of Killua, he can have ultimate power. To see him like that, it shows you things are gonna get crazier. Not in the anime because there's only 2 episodes left, but in the manga. And you know, I thought that was all there was to it. But then it gets crazy. Killua tells something not to ever appear. Touching because it's like, and you know, you have something like I love Killua. Just hearing the words and, you know, knowing what Killua has been through, just going through everything with Gon and now with the family and all of that. He's like, I love Killua and never show yourself again. And Aluka comes back and I'm happy she does. Snaps some sense into Killua, making Killua understand that he should protect both Aluka and something. And the fact that why was he ever looking at something like that, like, you know, so badly? And the only reason he was is because the whole family is, you know, when you look at it, everyone thinks of something as a monster, and that's why Killua started looking at something as in that way, and it kind of snaps Killua into his senses and brightens his like horizons and everything like that, and makes him realize that he should protect both of them. And when he's apologizing to them and everything, it's just so great to see. You even have Subone crying. It's just a touching scene. Oh, it was so beautiful. I love Killua. I love Killua. Oh my gosh, I could, like, it's so good. Oh, it was so, that scene was priceless. But overall, that's everything that happened in this episode. Now, I don't know if I missed things. If I did, please let me know. If there's questions, like, for example, with Kaito, how does that work out? Like, I don't know, I'm kind of losing it there without telling me spoilers. And also, guys, what do you think about these reviews? Do you think I should do it for the last few episodes as well? The link to my live reaction will be down below, so you guys can check that out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.